Would point any critics to the words of the Ukrainians yesterday, in which they said that they feel very positive about this plan. They've been very involved. They have had direct input on the language of this plan, and that we are in direct communication and correspondence with them. Any idea, let me just finish with this, the idea that the United States of America is not engaging with both sides equally in this war to bring it to an end is a complete and total fallacy. And I saw a lot of misinformation and rumors and allegations against people in this building, such as Secretary Rubio and Special Envoy Wynkoff and the President himself, that they are favoring one side over the other. That could not be further from the truth. I have watched as the President and his team.
The executive order is going to be about AI.
Overnight, with both sides on endless phone calls, endless meetings to try to bring this war to a close. And any suggestion
only live trading? Yes.
Is a complete misunderstanding of the facts.
If you guys don't know,
it's coming from people who have no idea what they're talking about.
This
or people
is
who
probably
going to
be closed press.
Or maybe people who don't want to see this war come to an end. I don't know. Maybe they're profiting off of it.
I don't have any
Maybe they benefit from it in some way. But nobody in this building benefits from war. We want to see this war come to an end. And that's what the President and his team are proudly working to do. And I think the critics should just take a step back and think about what happened with Israel.
I would not buy any positions.
There were a lot
if
of
anything, I'd buy
we
some
got the hostages out, and this president secured a peace deal that still exists and is ongoing today. So everyone should just respect the work this administration is doing.
I don't have anything. I'm just getting set up to live trade if this flips to being open. Similar to what we did for the Mamdani speech last time. But yeah, it'll probably stay closed.
All right, so it's 4:04 Eastern time. That happened about 20 minutes ago. It said moments ago in the top right corner. Our crew was able to record that. We were able to replay that for you. So great to see Carolyn Levitt there outside the White House. Let's switch now from the White House to the U.S. Department of Transportation, where Secretary Sean Duffy had a few.
Okay, he's just showing past. So RSPN has a stream up, obviously, because they don't know if this will be open press. White House obviously doesn't have a stream up, but that's what we're going to be following pretty closely. Because if White House stream goes up, Associated Press doesn't have a stream on this. It's looking like it's going to be closed press. And I mean, you can even see no shares kind of jumping up.
You guys can check them out yourselves as well, whether you're on the RSBN app or following us on X or Truth Social. There's just a lot going on out there. We're covering it the best weekend. Right.
Let me see if there's been anything.
At 4 o'clock, it's now 4:09, 4:05.
From like.
I know that the president will be signing executive orders today. We're hearing that it's about healthcare. However,
healthcare.
Right now, as you see,
they're saying
at the
now.
bottom, I believe it says, well, it just says covering the latest, but we do have a closed press currently for that Oval Office meeting for that executive order signing. So that means no press will be airing this live. However, that's the same thing that happened last week when Mamdani was there at the Oval Office.
So RSPN saying the same thing about Mamdani. Like, it's marked as closed press, but he could open it.
From time to time, we're here for you just in case it does. On top of that, we have live interviews covering a lot of different stories here. Of course, we know that the DOJ has up until December 19th to release the full Epstein files. We also just heard about the latest news from that Clinton-appointed judge that just drop the charges against Letitia.
Wow, I'm surprised these were priced the way they were for so long. I should have picked up some no shares.
Here at the network. We're going to continue doing that right now, and we're going to do that through a number of our great sponsors here at Right Side as well. So every major financial disaster begins with a few simple facts.
Good morning. Wait, good morning. Where do you live?
In 2007, it was the
it's like, I guess that's a, everybody says good morning, right? That's like a crypto thing.
Everything will hold. Then it didn't. Banks failed, savings vanished.
Oh, this week started off so well for me, and then today I mean, I'm still up.
They're returning.
I'm up like $1,000 between yesterday and today, but I just lost 700 on a stupid trade.
And when patterns repeat,
Anthropic released
so for more than 25
Opus 4.5, and like, of course, it's blowing out every benchmark, even though Anthropic never has a good model for Ella Marina.
And one constant truth: real value endures when paper confidence fades. So You can study the evidence and act on reason. There's a number right there for you to call for that free info kit, 888-617-7994, or you can visit rsbnforthegold.com today to learn how owning tangible gold and silver can anchor your savings before the next.
Wow, AI know at 23 cents? When was that even possible?
Tap water is not my favorite at all.
Like,
I don't like drinking tap water. And
I definitely missed out by not
like tap water
sizing up into some nose.
Takes 99.9% of the junk out of what's in the water supply when it goes through the tap. So this is great. You have no aftertaste. It tastes like it's supposed to, just straight up water, right? It's healthier for you. You also have that ability to have cold, warm, or hot water as well. So for a limited time, this holiday sale, $250 off that great machine right there. So it's Drink Pure, Live Pure, Cove Pure. Great sponsor here at Right Side. If you'd like to donate at Right Side Broadcasting Network to us here, all you have to do is text RSBN to 801-801. Also, rsbnetwork.com/donate as we continue to grow and expand here at RSBN.
Well, I guess while we wait to see if this is even open press.
10 years and counting. 10 years and counting on the side of truth, on the side of the right side of history, on the side of, hey, you know what? We resonate with you because we are you as well. We the people. God, family, country, freedom, right? So speaking of
we can maybe look at the turkey trot tomorrow.
Over the weekend, God was honored because there was a song sung by a number of people. God bless America. Family, well, I was with my family. Country in the United States of America. And freedom to go to the Auburn football game. Check it out. This was pretty awesome.
All right, RSBN, you're just showing random clips. Definitely gonna say crypto. That is probably one of the worst plays. Gobble and Waddle are the names of the turkeys. He pretty much always says the names of the turkeys. There was one time in 2020 where he didn't say the name of one of the turkeys. I think this was when it was corn and cob. He didn't say cob. This was in 2020. So if it's Gobble and Waddle, maybe there's a world that he doesn't say Waddle. I mean, all right, I'll be the crazy one to just throw up a bid. I think he's definitely going to say it, but somehow I've amassed a large... He said corn and cob in 2020? Oh, is my data faulty? You're probably fine, Be More EV. It looks like this is like definitely going to be close pressed. I mean, I don't know. Anything could happen. I don't have a position, right? I'm just watching. So as soon as this does flip to open, I'll just, accumulate shares, obviously. But it's not looking like it. And I mean, the Mamdani speech was a little different because he had talked about it in the morning about bringing it back to be open press. Lucky is such a funny word. Lucky's priced at like 64 because he always calls the turkeys lucky. Walmart for the Thanksgiving, the Walmart line. I mean, it's priced at 60 though, so it's pretty priced in. See, I need to actually watch these old Thanksgiving speeches. Just to get the format down. All right, here's 2020.
Thank you very much. Please be seated.
Cedric, it's probably not going to start. It's probably closed press. I'm just sitting around in case this is open press.
Good afternoon, everyone. A very special day at the White House. We are thrilled to be joined today by our great First Lady, Melania. On behalf of the entire Trump family, I want to wish all Americans a very, very happy Thanksgiving. At this time of the year, we reflect on all of the many blessings in our lives. We're also very glad to be joined by the chairman of the National Turkey Federation, Jeff Suvin, along with his wife, Marcia, his father, John, his sons, Andrew, Peter, and Samuel, and their very beautiful families. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you. Thank you. Jeff, thank you. Thanksgiving is a time of great American traditions. And
why is Gobble at 95 cents? Because Gobble is the name of the turkey. The turkeys are named Gobble and Waddle, and he almost always says the names of the turkeys. Kind of be crazy if he didn't.
Today we continue a very special one when a lucky turkey gets a presidential.
See, he always says
pardon.
Lucky turkey.
That turkey is so lucky. I've never seen such a beautiful turkey.
It's his favorite line.
It has been stated that President Abraham Lincoln, Honest Abe, was the first president to grant such a pardon after his son Tad befriended the Christmas turkey and implored his father, "Please, Dad, please save it." In this grand tradition, I am pleased to announce that today's lucky bird and guest of honor is named Peas, along with his alternate name, Carrots. The children will understand that. The winner of this vote was decided by a fair and open election conducted on the White House website. This was
Gobble, Walmart, yes, per Loxy.
Unfortunately, Carrots refused to concede and demanded a recount, and we're still fighting with Carrots. And I will tell you, we've come to a conclusion. Carrots, I'm sorry to tell you, the result did not change. It's too bad for Carrots. Peas and Carrots are the very first national Thanksgiving turkeys from the very great state of South Dakota. Love South Dakota. For this occasion, we are excited to be joined by Governor-elect, a real friend of ours, Kristi Noem. Where's Kristi? Kristi, stand up, Kristi. Congratulations. She just ran a very, very great race against a very capable opponent, and that was really something special. Congratulations, Kristi. We're also happy to have Wyoming Congresswoman, friend of mine, Liz Cheney, here with us, and she just had a big victory also. Thank you. That was a great victory. They know what they're doing in Congress, Liz.
I love this.
Peas and Carrots were raised by a wonderful farmer from Riverside, Hutterville Colony, and this is something that he's very proud of. Reuben Waldner, I want to just thank Reuben for having done a great job. Where's Reuben? Reuben, stand up, Reuben. Great job. That's a good-looking turkey. Great job. Thank you very much. Peas and Carrots were 2 out of a group of 50 exceptional turkeys raised for this event, and you can see that by looking at them. Together, they are known as the presidential flock. After their good fortune today, Peas and Carrots will both live out the rest of their days at Gobbler's Rest on the campus of Virginia Tech, good place, where they will enjoy a beautiful private enclosure under the care of poultry science students and veterinarians. In other words, they're going to be well taken care of at Virginia Tech. However, it won't be entirely a rest. Even though Peas and Carrots have received a presidential pardon, I have warned them that House Democrats are likely to issue them both subpoenas. Nonetheless, in the spirit of Thanksgiving, I will be issuing both Peas and Carrots a presidential pardon. Unfortunately, I can't...
Why Walmart? Because Trump's favorite line is that Walmart is announcing the cost of their standard Thanksgiving meals reduced by 25%. He almost always uses that as rhetoric to say, like, yeah, it's what Loxy's saying. He's been saying that in like a ton of speeches.
Can't guarantee that your pardons won't be enjoined by the Ninth Circuit. Always happens. They're guaranteed. All joking aside, this is a time for Americans to unite together in a spirit of love, understanding, unity, and joy as one very proud American family. Our nation is doing well. We are now at the beginning of a national period of Thanksgiving. And as we pause to give thanks for all of the blessings that we've been bestowed, it really has been blessing after blessing after blessing. We're all very thankful. And we also pray for those in need, especially our fellow citizens impacted by the devastating wildfires in California, where I just came back. I've never seen anything like it. Probably nobody has. All American hearts are joined with theirs. We give thanks for the family, friends, neighbors, and loved ones who enrich our lives, lift our spirits, and fill our days with joy. And we give thanks to God, who continues to shed his almighty grace upon this magnificent land that we all love so very much. We are truly blessed to be Americans. This is an incredible time for our country. Prosperity is soaring all across our land. We are especially thankful for the men and women who protect our families and who protect our flag. As we gather together this week with those we love, we share our gratitude to all of those who spend this holiday very, very far from home, serving in our military overseas. We send our eternal gratitude to the heroes who keep America safe, strong, proud, prosperous, and free. And we ask God to always watch over these incredible, brave Americans as they faithfully defend our nation and as they defend our home. Now it's time to grant peas and carrots the pardon they've been waiting for. They are extremely lucky birds. Thank you, everyone. Have a very, very happy Thanksgiving. God bless you all, and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Cheaper no strikes interesting, like you're saying, Loxy. I'm also curious on Biden, yes. Because obviously Trump almost always says Biden. This is now also the 2025, so the last time there was the turkey pardon, it was Biden. In 2017, when he did the first pardon, he mentioned Obama. And, like, Trump always talked about Obama, but probably not the same level that he talks about Biden. So there can definitely be ammunition there of, like, him bringing up Biden. Just in relation to him even doing the turkey in the prior year, but also obviously just as part of his normal rhetoric for Biden. But Biden's going to be an interesting one to price because obviously most people are probably, you can see him not using his name and just saying predecessor. I mean, potentially, but Trump loves to call Biden by name. And, everyone's obviously looking at the everyone's always looking at the four last kind of turkey trots, but this is the first one obviously where Biden was the previous president. There's still like nothing new on the executive order, by the way. It looks like it's just gonna be closed. Roast Kamala instead? I don't think so. Who is this James Crypto CPA guy? I could see that, Loxy. The auto pen. Do they really not have they have to have auto pen as a strike here, right? Yeah, auto pen's 28%. Jeez, that's really high. That'll be a legendary hit.
Well, thank you all for being here and welcome to the White
House. Look how young Barron was back in the day. Oh my gosh, he was still like 6 feet.
It's a very special place. On behalf of Melania, Barron, and the entire Trump family, I want to wish you and all Americans a very happy and blessed Thanksgiving. And I hear that beautiful turkey. We are here today to continue a wonderful American tradition. Today, in the spirit of Thanksgiving, I will grant a presidential pardon to a turkey. I'm especially pleased that we are joined for this great occasion by Carl Wittenberg, chairman of the National Turkey Federation, along with his wife, Charlene, and sons, Nate and Wyatt. It was 70 years ago that the National Turkey Federation first presented the National Thanksgiving Turkey to President Harry Truman, who, I might add, did not grant the pardon. He refused. He was a tough cookie. Today,
I doubt Barron will be there, but I guess he could be back home, right, for Thanksgiving. Most colleges are probably off, because he's at NYU, right?
Today, I'm going to be a much nicer president. Over the past 10 months, Melania and I have had the pleasure of welcoming many, many special visitors to the great White House. We've hosted dozens of incredible world leaders, members of Congress, and along the way, a few very strange birds. But we have yet to receive any visitors quite like our magnificent guest of honor today, Drumstick. Hi, Drumstick. Oh, Drumstick, I think is going to be very happy. I'm pleased to report,
I'm excited to watch
millions
this.
Of other turkeys at this time of the year, Drumstick has a very, very bright future ahead of him. Drumstick was raised on Carl and Charlene's turkey farm in Douglas County, Minnesota, with the help of 5 young women from the Douglas County 4-H chapter who are here with us today.
Loves this. You can just tell.
Please stand. Great job you've done. 4-H. That's great. Thank you. Upon being pardoned, Drumstick and his friend Wishbone will live out their days at Gobbler's Rest. Beautiful place. It's custom built. It's an enclosure on the campus of Virginia Tech. Tremendous school. There they'll join Tater and Tot, the 2 turkeys pardoned last year by President Obama. As many of you know, I have been very active in overturning a number of executive actions by my predecessor. However, I have been informed by the White House counsel's office that Tater and Tot's pardons cannot, under any circumstances, be revoked. So we're not going to revoke them. So Tater and Tot, you can rest easy. I'd also like to thank the National Turkey Federation for bringing along 2 other turkeys from Jandal's Turkey Farm in Orfield, Pennsylvania, the great state of Pennsylvania. We're donating these turkeys to Martha's Table, a truly fantastic charity right here in Washington, D.C., which provides warm meals to people in need. They do a fantastic job. Before we get to the pardon, I would like to take a moment to extend our very heartfelt special message. Thanks, folks, to the finest and bravest people in the entire world, our great men and women in uniform, the military, law enforcement, first responders. These are incredible people, so thank you. Many of you are always, and you know your loved ones, and you're far away, and you spend so much time away. This Thanksgiving, I want each of you to know that we're forever grateful for the incredible job and for the incredible sacrifices that you and your families make in defense of our nation, our freedom, and our truly great American flag. I'd also like to express my thanks to the wonderful citizens of our country, the people who care for our communities, raise America's children, uphold our laws and our values, and make this amazing land into our national home. As we gather together with our families on Thanksgiving and give thanks for our many blessings, we are reminded of the national family to which we all...
Okay, so it's just a prepared remark with no Q&A, obviously. I don't know. I mean, even Lucky, like, I'd probably take no on Lucky before I take yes. I get that it's like his talking point, but I mean, all we have to go off of is like, if you look at the last 4 turkey speeches, he's only said Lucky in 50% of them, and it's priced at like 65. But I mean, has he suddenly started using Lucky more than like... I guess he does really like using Lucky. His general speeches. All right, let's see. Any update on the executive order? Man, yeah, this has moved up to like 95, 94 now. Elon, you're so lucky with me. Maybe. Yeah, this is tough to kind of like Biden. But yeah, I think Lucky's definitely priced in at 64. I don't really think Biden's priced in. I'll put a small bit up maybe to see if I can get some Biden at like 60. Have I considered joining the Cognosphere with SPX 6900? Didn't you see my guide, Tom Bout? I was using Harry Potter Obama Sonic Tenenu memes, not SPX 6900. I'm a Harry Potter Obama Sonic Tenenu supremacist. Wow, this is like so crazy to try to price these freaking things. This is going to be a fast speech too. Walmart at 60 cents though, that he's going to use that language. I think right now I lean more towards Biden probably being undervalued. $4.74 Walmart shares at 61. Do you really like Walmart more than affordability, though? I guess that's what I'm kind of trying to think about. I get that this is like Thanksgiving centric, but I just think if he brings up the Walmart line, he'll probably riff a little bit on like affordability. Yeah, I'm not taking any auto pen, yes. I assume people are like making a meme about it. All right, an interesting data point. In Trump's last, 10 speeches, he definitely could say auto pen, but, at 28 cents, am I going to buy auto pen? Yes? No way. I mean, granted, I'm not buying no shares. I just... Usually auto pens are when he's talking about signing laws is when he brings it up. What laws is he going to talk about? I mean, he could, but is this really the context? Walmart's an interesting strike, but I feel like I would rather take affordability in the 40s before I take a Walmart, because they're pretty related strikes. Alright, is this thing fully bonded nose yet? There's still some. Well, the only interesting data point I was saying, Loom, is that, if you look at Trump's last like 10 speeches or so, every time he mentions Walmart, he also mentions affordability, and he mentions it at a higher frequency than he mentions Walmart. Yet it's trading at a discount to just taking yes on Walmart. But obviously people are thinking, you know, this is explicitly about Thanksgiving, so that's where the Walmart line originates. Hottest all the way down to 29 cents. Wow. Does that make sense? Hottest down this low?
all belong as citizens of this incredible country. This Thursday, as we give thanks for our cherished loved ones, let us also renew our bonds of trust, loyalty, and affection between our fellow citizens as members of a proud national family of Americans. And now I think Drumstick and Wishbone would be very thankful if we would just get around to the pardon. They say, enough talk, please pardon us. So I want to thank everybody for being here today and wish everybody a very, very happy Thanksgiving.
I mean, if we look at the last four Thanksgiving speeches, they're all very short. They're like 7 to 8 minutes. But I feel like there has to be a risk this is going to be much longer.
Lump sum of money right now, and they are concerned. They don't want to be.
Wow, for once ideas section is right. Looks like they were all on no's. Good for them. Yeah, I'll get in line on cheaper at 70 probably for no. He's been using the eggs line a lot lately. Can I explain the no limit price? Like, do you mean limit orders? Yeah, let me show you limit orders. Let me move this to the right. Okay. So, I'm on my computer. Yeah, Cam, it's not happening. It doesn't look like it's probably gonna be closed press. Okay, to explain limit orders, if you're just using the default UI, this is probably what the screen looks like, either on your phone or on your computer. Yeah, Cam, the executive order thing's going to probably be closed press. Doesn't look like they're going to film it, which I think was a lot of people's expectation. Okay, for limit orders, this is the default UI you'll see. Let's look at this order book as an example. You can see this is for the word cheaper. If I wanted to buy no shares, the best price ask is 74 cents for 150 shares. So I could just market buy all of these shares. And if I did that, I'd actually pay a price of 75.35 cents. Because I'm paying, since I'm acting as a taker, I'm paying a small fee. So my fee would be $2 out of this, $110, $111 trade. So it's almost always better to use resting orders. Like in this case, there's almost a day until the speech is happening. So rather than just market buying these shares at 74, I could put a bid in at, say, if I look at the order book right now, 71 is the best bid price. If I want to beat whatever that bid is, I could put a bid in at 72. And then I'll be the best bid. I'll get filled at a better price, and then I won't pay fees. The taker fee structure is dependent on the market as well. Yeah, but, I mean, you're only ever going to pay a taker fee if you're trading sports, which, I definitely don't advise outside of just doing it for fun. I'll put some money on college football for fun. But if you're excluding sports, almost every other market does not have a taker fee. It's only for broker integrated markets, which should be like sports because they have Robinhood, but to my knowledge, it's not on, I don't think really much anything else. No problem. Man, 250 years are just like reading the, let me pull this in here. Oh, this is going to look kind of wonky, but this is looking at some of the transcripts. So looking at some of his last speeches, the 250-year strike, or the Pilgrim strike, is somewhat interesting. When is this speech? The one, James, that I went live for is canceled because it's closed press. I mean, let's see.
Including mypillow.com/our status. Oh, again, sometimes it says it's closed to the press, but then it opens. So we're going to maintain our live status.
Let's see what RSPN's saying.
We have a number of live interviews to get to. Actually, some more recorded interviews that were very recent to get to. Before we do that, let's go to one of our great sponsors here on Right.
But this speech is probably closed press, James, so it's going to be canceled. Or we won't be live for it. Or, there's nothing to cover because White House isn't in. So everything's going to resolve no. So I'm looking at the turkey trot tomorrow, or turkey pardon. Yeah, I don't know. Pilgrim just seems interesting to me. Because if he talks something with this whole 250 anniversary thing. What is going on with my computer? Yeah, the turkey one's tomorrow. Let's see. Computer's unresponsive. Pilgrim could just be an interesting strike because he said Pilgrim in one of the 4 of his last Turkey pardons. And then I'm just wondering if there's a world where the 250th anniversary of the U.S. being next year could prompt him to like somehow tie that in to saying, you know, almost 250 years ago, the U.S. founded Pilgrims, but he said it in 2020 because it was the 400th anniversary of the Pilgrims landing on Plymouth Rock, so probably unlikely he'll ever say it. Yeah, radical left and far left kind of like taking no's here. Stuffing. Is there any reason he'd ever mention stuffing? I'll definitely put up some no bids on stuffing. Oh, true. He could say it's the 405th anniversary. Trump always loves 405. Egg is obviously an interesting one too in relation to prices. I like fake news now. Man, I hate taking no strikes on Trump meetings. But some of these, just given the format, like no Q&A, how is fake news going to pop up? This is just going to be like a simple prepared remark. Yeah, I'm going to avoid Lucky. Also going to avoid Trump. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad price. What was the site where you had transcripts? I have a tool that I pay for. It's pretty expensive. It's like $200 a month, but there's cheaper tools out there. I think Mention Matrix. I've never used it, but I think it's a similar type tool and it's cheaper. I don't know, Loxy, do you use that Mention Matrix if you're still here? New to Kalshi, if it's closed press spin, then all strikes resolve to no. So you don't want to bid any yes shares on closed press strikes. By the way, guys, if you want to okay, quick explanation, because more and more of these markets on Kalshi for mentions are turning into not predicting words and more so predicting is the speech going to be closed or open press. Here are some tools you can use. So first, let me see, can I ping this in the chat? So this is Mention Metrics. So Loxy just pinged one in the chat that I think is supposed to be pretty good for using transcripts. Okay, I'm pinging a link in the chat too. This is Roll Call. I'm sharing it here. This will basically show Trump's schedule. It updates the day before, usually at night. And it'll tell you what the plan is tomorrow. So if I'm trying to plan what mention markets I'm going to play and stuff like that, this is a useful tool to know what his schedule is going to be. So if we looked at this executive order signing at 4 p.m., it was always expected to be closed press. I don't think the market even got created till this morning. But occasionally, Trump will list markets as closed press, and then they'll still be open. Actually, I shouldn't even say occasionally. It happens a lot. Like, he'll do bilaterals with foreign leaders, and then those will end up being open press, even though he marks them as closed press. So they still had a market, and then you can even see RSBN was still streaming it, getting ready for the off chance that it ended up being open press. Like, Mamdani's meeting last week was marked as closed press. It was never changed to open press. He just decided to open it up to the press because there were a lot of people watching. So that's how a lot of these markets are. So just make sure if you ever see a market that's marked as like closed press, that you're careful to not bid like yes shares. Because obviously if you had yes shares and now you realize that the speech is closed press, canceled, all your shares are going to resolve. No, it's not the greatest experience. But, that's where some of the edge kind of comes in now, where it's like trying to determine if a speech is going to be open or closed. I know a lot of people that both lost a lot of money on Mamdani's speech last week because they were positioned for it staying closed to the press, and then I know people who made a lot of money because people are pricing in the fact that a speech might be closed. So if it ends up flipping and being an open press, like, you can buy cheap yes shares. It looks like this is almost like fully bonded. I mean, there's barely any liquidity. I was just reading Jimmy's comment in the Discord. He said he had my stream open in the background, and then when I played the old Turkey Trot interviews, he freaked out. You can get good fills in this still. Are you just saying on nose, Nick?
At our freedoms in America, do you agree that we should be holding people accountable much more than we are?
I mean, it's like 95, 97. I guess you can get good fills, yeah. All right, I'll put some bids up at 90 cents. Somebody's already at 92. It's funny, like, investment has jumped to like the highest strike too. Like, AI is like $3,500 no at 95. Dang, at 85. Did you get that just now at 85? Holy shit, what am I doing? Look at me sitting in on a turkey market while people are getting filled on bonds.
It's something that are you surprised that we're flirting with socialism and communism for freedom in America?
Yes, I have to say this, that when I came here, I thought I left communism behind me. And I thought, my life would be happy after. I don't have to worry about anything because this is America. I think too many Americans still think that way. Nothing can really go wrong, period. This is America. But soon after, I start to notice dangerous signs here, there, until, of course, 2020. And I saw what happened in America, and it just remind me exactly of the chaotic cultural revolution that I experienced as a schoolgirl. So, am I surprised?
I mean, I'm probably not going to bond it yet.
At the same time, I'm not surprised because communists never gave up their dream of destroy capitalism. And in order to do that, they have.
But I mean, I don't know. It'll probably work out, but.
So they have been trying.
Do you have? Yeah, I mean, is there any definitive stuff on this, like being fully closed?
In the 30s.
I assume. I mean, it seems like it. RSBN's just like gonna shut off. Well, what a fun stream. A nice little clothes press stream. Already signed. Is he doing multiple EOs though? Which one was signed? I only saw the Muslim Brotherhood one. Thought they were signing one on like AI. Did they sign? They already signed the AI one? Trump in a bad mood? Foster, are you playing anything on the turkey pardon tomorrow? Foster doesn't even play mention marks anymore, or mention markets anymore. He just sits and watches sports games. Oh wow, I'm getting some stuffing no fills. But are you guys ready for the AI one's not going to be today? Oh, I thought it was supposed to be an AI one today. It's not slander. Dude, I got to load up Monday Night Football. Hey, you guys see this? I should totally sell my turf shares at 80 cents. I totally should. But I don't want to get canceled. Because you know how it is. As soon as I post a play and then sell the play, it's like I'm pumping and dumping. Should I sell this at 80 cents? Very enticing. Foster, don't say that, dude. You're going to spook. Where did I get that brilliant idea? I did a ton of analysis, James. I was just studying, researching heavy. That's how I came to it. Okay, I know it is very high at 80 cents. That's also why I can't sell. Because if I sell at 80 cents, even though I would love to sell at 80 cents, guys, I would not recommend buying this at 80 cents, to be fair. But maybe people smarter than me have a better valuation than me to bring this up above 80 cents. I don't know. Would I buy no at 20 cents? I would not. Yeah, this James guy was telling me Super Bowl last week. Wait, James, don't talk about Thursday Night Football. Don't bring any of this up. But yeah, okay, so you're saying there's two reasons they could bring up turf toe. How did the Trump speech go? I didn't play anything. Man, look at this. Inch no. Inch hit yesterday for yes. Why is this priced how it is? People not. Holy shit. How the fuck is Veteran at 70 cents? Wait, what is this? Jeez. What are you buying up, Foster? Veteran, no? It's pretty bizarre at 71 cents. 5K sell. Someone is very confident, huh? Okay, I should get some more bids up here, though. Oh, did you like the interview vids? Did you like my shitty, lazy thumbnail that I use in all my YouTube videos? I really need to, like, use some type of thumbnail. I just do the same thing every time and change like one text. But Gordon, you should, I mean, I'm posting more to my YouTube, but you should also check out my Twitter. I'm way more active on Twitter. But hire a Fiverr? Yeah, I should. To edit stuff. I really should. I keep saying I'm going to do that and then I don't do it and then I'm just jaded. Think of how much more time I could spend actually like trading and thinking about trading. Very educational. That's good to hear. Look, this is the only spot right now that you will find actual helpful prediction market content. Are you going to expand in any culture markets? Yes. I'm not in any right now, though. You started trading a week ago? That's cool. What are you trading mostly right now? As a new user, have you already started using limit orders? That's the secret. Let me just throw a few bids up. Don't mind these. Nobody try to penny jump me. Oh, nice. You're up 2x on mentions? I know. It's kind of confusing to try to find to do limit orders on Kalshi as like a new user because the UI is just like all market orders. What's up, SX Nick? Oh, you come from like a stock trading background? Interesting. Mentions and weather. Mentions are really good. Weather markets are pretty complicated. But sure, they could be good. Wow, 19. Dang. That's cool. There's this one guy who's 21 in college. Moonlight is his name on like Kalshi. He's literally just been on like a crazy tear. He started with like 1K and 2 months later he's up to like almost 70K now, which is just like insane. I don't know how he's doing it and just growing it at such a crazy level, especially because he's doing mostly mention markets. I mean, we'll see. Yeah, okay, you watched it because it was the Mention interview I did. Yeah, that kid is crazy. How he's able to do that. Am I playing Kevin Hart Mentions tonight? I wasn't planning on it. Cause like, how do you play these Kevin Hart Mentions a lot, Bay Area NFT? I just feel like it's gonna take me a lot of research. Oh, GPT would suck at predicting words. If any of you use AI as part of like your research, so AI is really helpful for research in terms of like being able to compile information. But just don't use AI. Don't like ask AI who's gonna win something and trust it. Usually LLMs are terrible at actually like beating the market, so it'll just kind of be slop. They're good to use for like researching things, but any thoughts on if Kalshi would change their policy to resolving no on the events? I don't think they could ever do that, Gustavo, unfortunately, because under like an exchange model, you can't really, refund because people can buy and sell. So it's like almost impossible to be able to like issue refunds because then you'd have to like claw back money from other customers. So what I think they should do is just maybe add more disclaimers saying like, hey, there's a risk this will be a closed press event. Yeah, I mean, Gordon, it's okay to use LLMs to help you for sure, but just don't overly rely on them. Like, there's so many people who will post that like they asked ChatGPT something, and ChatGPT's telling them some stupid, bet. That's just like not a good trade. You heard Trump was signing something regarding the cartels. I think he did, right? Already. I think that's already signed. So this is already pretty much resolved. Grok said they did not say inches tonight on the broadcast. Grok, is this true? How remarkable. This is December 25th? Holy shit, this is in an hour? Oh wait, no, this is December 4th. Oh, it's starting in an hour. Is it weird I don't know who Robert Costa is? Oh, wow. CBS Sunday Morning national correspondent. That's funny. Good old CBS Sunday Morning. The best show out there. Yeah, that's a good point on checking mention markets early when they drop. All right, I guess I have to hold my turf shares. I can't believe this got bought up to 81. I just would feel like such a piece of shit if I post a trade and then I sell. Gobble was 77 cents on the pardon market right away. But it's probably just like small market makers in the beginning, right? Like 100 share. I mean, speaking of like getting in early on stuff, like I spotted turf yesterday at 54. There were 3K shares, so I just slammed it. Honestly, Gordon, the thing is, I would not buy turf, yes, at 82. So it's gotten priced super high. I mean, I'll hold it so I can ride or die. I'll probably hold it. I don't know. The fact that it's at 82, my body's like, man, I should really sell this, but I guess I'll hold it. Oh, you bought it 80? I mean, you know, is what it is. It'll probably still hit. But do I think it's like I got in at 54. So yeah, I mostly do mentions, but I also do a lot of other stuff. Like I'm constantly looking for what I'd consider like bonds. So like you can see I have like, yeah, someone asked me about culture. I guess I do kind of do culture. I have like, for example, $15,000 on this market on Bad Bunny being the top Spotify artist. You can kind of just look at the order book and you can kind of just know like which. Oh, get out when making your internal target. Yes, that's true, Yorick, and I would advise that for everyone else. But yeah, you're right. I can still do that too. I guess I don't want to like post something, then people buy and it pumps up and then I sell into people, or I don't want them to feel like I'm doing that, which is why I normally just hold my positions. If I ever post it, at least. If I'm not posting it, obviously I'll just sell it, but I post it. Granted, I posted it as a meme. I just was like writing random shit, but then, you know, people bought it up. Whether or not that was like solely from my post or other people learning why I bought so much of it at 50. But, you know, people are always trying to cancel people, so I just got to be careful. Yes, I have. Do you have any interesting plays on this? Ben? On the swaddle market? Yeah, I agree with you, Be More plus EV. Like, the issue here is it's kind of hard for me to, like, assign a fair value. So, like, I probably think 80 cents would be fair, but I might as well just hold it. Which turkey will get pardoned? You never bet on Spotify because they mess with the numbers. I mean, maybe there's a world they mess this up. Trump is good on the turkey market because in 2019 he said something like the whole Trump family is here today. I mean, Trump's valued at like 90% though, so you kind of need better edge than just the fact that he said it in 2019. Like if we look at the last 4 turkey pardons with Trump, he said it every time. because he always says either Trump administration or Trump family. He almost always says Trump family. Which turkey will receive the ceremonial pardon by President Trump? Gobble or Waddle? Can both resolve? Miguel, the EO signing's not even happening anymore. It's all closed press. But it couldn't be confirmed at the time whether or not it'd be open or closed. Thoughts on the drama today? I don't know if you guys can tell. I try to just like avoid any of the drama on the exchanges. You know what I mean? Of like all the posts, because I'm just like, I try to just doing trading content, you know. But I don't know. Some of the stuff lately's kind of been pretty crazy and kind of somewhat funny. Like the whole badges incident, the whole Nikita Beer revealing locations. I mean, everybody knew what was happening. It just was funny. But this market is very good. Friends and family of Waddle can hedge their risk of not getting pardoned. This really is a funny market. If Waddle is, or if it announced that Waddle is the official participant in the ceremonial pardoning by President Trump. So do they literally pick just one turkey that they pardon? They show two of them?
Very special people, a very special country. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Is this where he selects it last time? They just pick one turkey?
Wow. Wow. It's a big bird. How heavy is that bird? 36 pounds. 36 pounds. It's a big bird. Well, that's wow. I feel so good about myself. Are you ready, Drumstick? Okay. Drumstick, you are hereby pardoned.
So they only bring one of the turkeys on screen. They didn't show two. It was just Drumstick. Okay, but yeah, the gobble one's going to be a funny resolution one. I saw that one. Okay, but if only one actually comes on and then they actually like pardon one in person, how are the prices? You can see a little of the second one. But am I crazy like having the prices of these both at 97? Okay, can someone confirm when I look at my... Yeah, but Foster, in the data I have, which could be crazy. But in the data I have, last year, they did not say Cobb. He only said corn. Oh, no. It just got... Never mind. I'm crazy. It just got spelled wrong in the transcripts. Okay, good. Okay, never mind. I totally understand. These are 97-cent bonds. He's always going to say both names. I just had... My transcript data was not... Wait, what is this voting thing? Can someone send a link? Well, why is Gobble at 66 and 39? This clearly isn't a coin flip. Wait, some people are on Gobble. How do you vote for this? Wait, Gobble's going crazy on social media? What is happening with Gobble on social media? Oh, guys, you can literally just text it. Yeah. All right, let me send this link. Who are we voting for? We need to all at least be in unison. Have you guys already voted? We need to all vote for the same, because then we'll get the benefit. So we need to be on the same turkey. All right, here's the link. Here's who you text. What is happening with the Gobble turkey? So it's based on the facts about the turkey. Go-to food for Gobble: Bojangles, biscuits, extra butter. Favorite activity: making birdies at Pinchhurst, number 2. Play all 549 is North Carolina's golf course's motto: always under par, never undercooked. I don't know yet, Roblox. What are you guys voting for? Gobble or... Yeah, there has to be some type of like sophisticated data that could be done on this. Anytime you get meme markets like this... Wait, are there already meme coins? Let's see. Gobble on Solana or something. Was this just launched today? Oh, it's now scheduled at noon, by the way, so it moved up. So why is Gobble... Have we read the bios on... Tyrael seems to like Gobble. All right, I'm going to do a poll. Did I get these right? Gobble and Waddle. People have 3 hours. All right, let's see. What is the Waddle turkey's bio, though? I haven't read anything about Waddle. This guy's saying Waddle. Looks like a Solana trencher. I think everybody's just going gobble because it's the first turkey in, like, it's in order. It's gobble before wobble. I wonder how often the first turkey in name order gets pardoned. Like, which turkey received initial pardon in 2017? Drumstick was first in 2017, and that's who got pardoned. 2018. Peas was pardoned. That was also named first. No, they did some type of voting, Foster. 2019, who was pardoned. And it was butter, corn, and cob. Dang. I know this is like a meme, but I think gobble is undervalued at 66. If you look at the last 4 Trump turkeys, it was drumsticks and wishbone. Who got pardoned? Drumsticks. If you look at in 2018, peas and carrots, who got pardoned? Peas. 2019, it was butter and bread. Butter got pardoned. 2020, corn and cob. Corn got pardoned. Shit, do I put 1,000 on this? Wait, let me see. They announced them as Gobble and Waddle today at the White House. I want to look at 2021 to 2024 data. All right, which turkeys were up to be pardoned 2021 to 2024? Like how... Pardoned turkeys and their names 2021 to 2024. So 2021 was peanut butter and jelly. And which one was pardoned first? Or which turkey was officially pardoned in 2021? Peanut butter. So it was the first name. 2022. It was chocolate. 2023. Liberty. But that's where they do it where it's like an official and an alternate. Wait. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Foster. Is it just going to be after the fact? Okay, so Foster brings up a good point here. If we look at other articles, yeah, because butter won in 2019, but it was really bread and butter. And that also makes sense because you would naturally call it bread and butter instead of butter and bread. They both get pardoned, but only the president does like one official pardon when he's there, like a presidential pardon. Oh, man, I do feel like... Okay, so we need to look at old articles. All right, let me consolidate the data. Okay, so we have... drumsticks and wishbones. Have we already gotten results from the... Dang. Overwhelmingly gobble right now. With 24 votes in 83%. Are people just getting biased from everybody saying gobble in this chat? This is how you find EV, like it or not. This is what EV looks like, but I don't know. How do we like actually come to an estimate here? 2021. Peanut butter and jelly. Okay, so peanut butter and jelly, you know it was always named peanut butter first. 2022 was chocolate and chip. You know they're always going to name like chocolate first. 2023. Liberty and Bell. For peach and blossom. This is the one time I'll look at ideas. Alright, people are so bullish on gobble. Like, look at this bid pressure. It's pegged as just a 2/3 market. Maybe ChatGPT can help us. Gobble is listed first. As you know, pardon, 1 turkey. Given gobble is listed first, what are the odds that gobble is pardoned instead of waddle? I might be feeding ChatGPT, like explaining what it. It's trying to tell me to do 50-50. Can you analyze historical data? There has to actually be some type of edge here. I mean, let's see if ChatGPT can analyze something. So stupid. Dang, ChatGPT's going like straight research mode for this. I like it. Wait, so I haven't bought Gobble yet. The edge is Gobble is a better name than Waddle. Loxy's filming Gobble propaganda. Oh, you're taking no Clay on them even being mentioned? Alright, wait. Loxy's showing data that they're officially introduced with Gobble first.
Please welcome them, Gobble and Waddle.
Be More plus EV, by the way, first thing, he brings up a very good point that they're less correlated than past combos because they're not like, they don't go together, Gobble and Waddle. Like, there was chocolate chip in previous years. There was corn and cob, peanut butter and jelly, butter and bread, which you would actually think bread and butter.
And the cheering crowd, welcome them, Gobble and Waddle.
Yeah, so he officially says Gobble and Waddle. He's saying Gobble first. Gobble is a traditional turkey sound, just makes more sense. Oh, the truth. Are those Truth Social posts by Melania? They're not on X, right? All right, we're going to Truth Social. We're going deep. We're going to the other side. All right, let's see. I have to sign into Truth Social. Do I have an account? I think I do back in the day. Shit, I don't even know my sign in. All right, let me create a Truth Social account. Clay, I really think they're going to say the names. He says it like 10 times every time. All right, let's do this by likes. I can't filter it by likes in here. Usually I can. Okay. We see a gobble gobble. Are there any bangers in here? Waddle deserves to waddle and gobble deserves to be gobbled. That's only 3 likes. Dang, did Biden use the autopen to... Okay, there's nothing on Truth Social. Hey, did anything happen with the original thing on what he says on the executive order? I'm pretty sure they all just resolved no on the executive order signing. Okay, this is the same thing I was just at. Let's see. People like the Bojangles biscuits. I just haven't seen a good bull case for Waddle. Like, who is supporting Waddle? There's a lot of support for Gobble, but maybe I'm in an echo chamber. I mean, I could just go off of this. Dang, the votes are 88% to 12. All right, we got some X analysis. Look through all recent X posts. Determine which turkey... Oh, wait, let me show you the prompt. Determine which turkey has better public sentiment for the better presidential turkey pardon. It's a public vote between Gobble or Waddle, and I want to use public sentiment of people's opinions on the turkeys and their profiles. Explain why and let me know. Public sentiment. Based on a comprehensive scan of recent X posts, public sentiment slightly favors Gobble over Waddle. Only slightly. So it does say Gobble is the more vocal traditional pick, named for the iconic turkey call. Portrayed as confident and presidential. Trump's going to equate Waddle to a duck and pardon Gobble. Wait, how do I even see Waddle's... Let me see. Gobble and Waddle turkey. Let me pull up their like IDs or whatever.
President Trump will take part in another White House gobble to a luxurious intercontinental ceremony in China. Barbara to live out the rest of.
Do I put 1,000 on this? That's a good clip. If you look, I don't know. I have to have some money on this. Wait, where are you seeing? Put 1K to your next news interview. You can say you made money on the turkey. It's actually funny. There is someone I was talking to, some news thing that might do something tomorrow. Dang, Loxy's on Gobble, 500 shares. Waddle is the hype bird for the NC State Wolfpack. Cherry wine, sweet potatoes, and slam dunks. It's a North Carolina thing. I'm riding with Gobble. I mean, God damn it. All right. All right. I'll sprinkle some on Gobble. Lock it in. Lock in Gobble. Skin in the game. I'm not doing 1,000, but we'll throw some on Gobble. All right. I'm cheap. It just 250 shares. Yeah, it's gonna be great when I'm down this week and I have to explain. I lost money on the name of a turkey. I mean, I have to go Gobble. Did you see the results of this? Look at this. 83%. You can bet on both? Yeah, but you'll lose money. Possibility that he pardons both? Is it really? When has that ever happened? That both get pardoned. Has that happened? Dude, Loxy has 500 on Gobble. I guess, is this not marked as mutually exclusive? Oh, okay, both is possible. All right, well, we'll monitor the clothesline value. All right, well, if they bring out both, it still favors me with Gobble. We're going to do Gobble. Bud juice. Your vote for Gobble. All right, everyone has to vote for Gobble. All right, I'll vote for gobble. Bunchu's voting for gobble. Loxy's voting for gobble. Clay's on gobble. Foster, are you on gobble? So stupid. Yes, Charlotte, I am reading chat. Wait, what's the alpha, Foster? Wait, what is it, Foster? Or is it just getting people to vote? No, leak it. Are you going to DM me? You should leak it if it's pro gobble. If it's pro gobble alpha. Wait. Don't want to give me the advantage. Come on, guys. Oh, you're saying because BBL in the name, plastic surgery lobby, pumping the price. That's fair. Grande, we're on gobble. Grande, you have to put some on gobble. I don't need help, okay? This is a investment decision I just made. We need everyone to vote for gobble. Did you see the vote results when I did the tally? It was a lock for gobble, Grande. 80%. That's 80-20. Everyone I know is on gobble. So we'll sprinkle a little on gobble. Are there clips of gobble? Did Trump sign the executive order already? Yeah, one was already signed earlier today. Yeah, I want to get Grande's opinion on this. I feel like Grande's one of the most well-equipped to answer this. Grande, look at that link that Foster just sent. Do they show the turkeys?
And they are going.
Here we go.
Excellence of NC State University. So from our path, welcome back to the stage, National Turkey Federation President and CEO Leslie Oden.
Wonderful. Well, as we wrap up today's press conference, we just want to again say thank you to all of you that are here. Thank you to everyone that is watching. We hope that you will tune in tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern while Gobble and Waddle and Jay and Travis and our wonderful organization get to go meet the President and the First Lady. We're really excited about it, and we hope that you will tune in. As just to wrap up, these turkeys again symbolize the gratitude, the hard work, and the connection from farm and families. And as we celebrate this upcoming holiday, we hope that you'll think about those farmers like Travis and the other thousands of farmers in the turkey industry that help to not deliver just your Thanksgiving meal, but your everyday meal.
Are you sending a better video with the turkeys? Wait, can you guys help ratio this so that Tyriel's tweet is like top on this? Gobble looks chopped, negative aura? What are you talking about? Look at Waddle. Look at what is wrong with Waddle's face. Look at that look. That's like a great look by Gobble. What are you talking about, Grande? Look at that. Look, let me move my chat. Look. Waddle looks like washed. Gobble's got like a good pick. Waddle looks kind of, I don't know. Okay, we should all amplify. Everyone should amplify Tyriel's tweet. We want this to get to the top of the response. So when people see it, all right. Then they both resolve yes, I think. Yeah, this could only be a loss if it's rigged. Be a true American patriot. Oh no, not Waddle. Oh my gosh. Is that a sign? Perfect. I didn't say Waddle. I typed that accidentally. That's not a sign. That doesn't mean anything. Well, Grande, it's based off of votes, but granted, Trump could go against the votes. But we need to, like, boost. Like, we should have top of the comments for all of these being Gobble. Like, why is there not Gobble? Someone needs to run, like, a PSYOP campaign, a social media campaign to get Gobble at the top of all of these. I don't want people looking at this. They look at this, they scroll to the comments, and they're like, oh, people are split both ways. It shouldn't be like that. They should see just Gobble everywhere. You know? Can we pay for that? Can we swarm these things? Lord help us. Gobble's pumping though. All I know is Gobble is a good looking stock right now. Foster slam. Foster, you have to post it. You have to post it. We need to spread Gobble. We need to pump Gobble. That's what we should do. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Make sure you guys are in ideas section too. Okay. We're locked in on Gobble. It'll be decided tomorrow, noon Eastern time. I guess the results probably come out tonight, right? Or like early tomorrow or something. But tomorrow we have the Trump Thanksgiving speech where it's going to be decided, is it Gobble? Is it Waddle? Then on top of that, what is Trump going to say? We'll be live tomorrow, noon Eastern time, covering the Gobble versus Waddle. And let's pray tonight that we make it out alive. Heard some MK Ultra Furry on Discord is planning on sniping Gobble. Hope FBI puts eyes on him. I hope so too. There's probably going to be a private defense team on him. Yeah, if everyone here votes Gobble, we probably win. Guys, seriously, vote Gobble. Right as I get off this stream, I'm voting Gobble. Lock in. We'll be back tomorrow, noon Eastern, for the Thanksgiving presidential pardon.